time.
Okay, anyways. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Before Her Time. Wow. Hello, you guys. Welcome to You were saying it right. I was covering the microphone mic. Oh. I need to give me a wedgie. Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome to what? I'm sorry. You can't do that and be acting regular. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Before Her Time, where healing meets empowerment and women come to talk about the things we don't always want to talk about. I am Jenna Bhee, your host and founder of Before Her Time, period. That's me. Okay. and we have a very special guest here. Amaya, tell them who you is, girl. Tell them.
My name is Amaya Monae. I am a wellness and lifestyle founder and also content creator, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Howard alumna, and I'm so happy to be here.
Period. Here on BHT, every single month we have a new theme, and this month's theme is, drumroll please, sadness and depression, things that we all go through. First question, let's dive deep into depression. What does depression look like to you, and not what people just assume what it looks like on the outside?
I think depression, it could be a spiritual and also a mental thing. I'm someone who lives in my head a lot, and when I am depressed, I kind of shut out the outside world and I'm kind of like too in my head. Just being in a moment where things are like unclear and just having a lot of like anxiety also about just like your future, your past, your present, and not really allowing yourself to genuinely like see what is currently happening. You're kind of like, it's like kind of a fog, a mental fog around like your life. It's like you're not really actually able to see reality. You're just only seeing like your overthinking thoughts.
I would say depression to me feels like all your emotions just have like no stability. Like every single emotion, especially like the negative emotions specifically, is just like coming at the forefront of your mind, controlling what's coming out of your mouth, and just like speaking those things into your life. You said depression looks like isolation to you. I would say depression looks like doubt for me. Like doubt everything, not even just career or life. Like I would get thoughts like, what would the world look like if I'm not in it? Or like, do I really matter? If I did matter, this wouldn't be happening to me. It's really just like stupid thoughts, but it's coming from like the insecurities I feel. It's coming from like the times where I felt like unwanted and things like that. Like I said, all those emotions just coming to the forefront of your mind, that's definitely what depression looks like for me. Have you ever felt like scared in depression? Not knowing how to deal with it, not knowing when you're gonna come out of it, not knowing how you're gonna treat this person, like not knowing what's gonna hold in the future for you?
I'm a very high achieving person, so I think I get scared of the lack of my ability to achieve when I'm in depressive episodes.
You said that like perfectly. I would have stuttered at least 10 times. Okay, period.
I think like depression really, it forces you, and I think everything happens for a reason. So when we go through depressive seasons or episodes, it's for a reason. It's something that we need to experience.
Sure.
Unfortunately, life is all about good, bad, ebbs and flows, and without the bad, there's no good. And so I think that depression...
Can't get no rainbow without no rain.
Literally. So I feel like depression kind of forces you to slow down and like focus on and attack whatever issue that needs to be faced before you move on to the next level. And I think that sometimes with me, like I just want to go. I'm very impulsive. I'm very much so like, if I want something, I'm gonna go after
get it
every single time. And so when I'm feeling depressed, it's like, it's impossible to go after it. It's hard for me to get out of the bed.
So you can't even
it's
be
hard
yourself.
for me to even, like I feel fatigued.
You know, like when you're going through depression and you're trying to fight it, and sometimes like you try to make plans with that friend, and then in that moment you feel like that's what you want, and then when the time actually comes, like you get canceled on, or they cancel on you and stuff like that.
And it's like everything bad is happening to. It's like
Literally.
when you're depressed, your brain just automatically goes to the negative with everything. So it's like if you make a plan with a friend and they cancel, and then tomorrow you stub your toe, and then like it's like every
and
bad,
now you hate yourself more because you stubbed that toe. The times where I found out my friends were extremely sad about something, I didn't find out till after the fact. So when I would make plans with them, I'm like, girl, let's go to the football game, girl, let's go shopping, let's do something. They will always say yes, but then like there was this one friend that I had, she would always freaking cancel. And I mean, it would be like abruptive cancels. And I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? Like I would tell her I'm outside and she goes, well, I don't want to go. I'm like, bitch, she done that time and time again. I distance myself from her. And a lot of the times where my friends have experienced like very manic, depressive episodes, they would tell me like, I thought I could do it, but I couldn't. And this is how I've been feeling this whole time. I haven't let you know. But we're not even going to get into you should tell your friends that you're depressed. Because I feel like that's a little selfish when you're dealing with something as deep as depression. Like, depression is severe. Like, it's not just like you're jealous, you're envious, or you're having a bad day. No, baby. It's like something that some people cannot break.
Yeah,
like
some people are taken out because of it.
When they would come and tell me, this friend specifically, like I kind of felt bad. Like I felt bad that I was kind of in that selfish state. Like I'm worried about gas money, baby. Your whole brain is fucked up right now. Like, and you trying to fight through it, and we in college, and you away from home, and you don't even know what to do. Depression is like something you have to surrender to if you are somebody that's trying to help somebody with depression. Like you have to surrender to their like manic episodes. You have to surrender to the cancellations and things like that. You're helping somebody that doesn't know it yet. Some people think depression is something that you could just coach and teach. I'm talking from a friend perspective. If you're going through trying to help a friend through a hard time, even though you may not know what it is exactly, they're doing something or going through something because they're acting in ways they don't normally act. Try to ride that wave with them.
Some people think that depression is just a label and that you shouldn't, like being depressed actually doesn't exist or it's not a thing. And a lot of people to this day, especially the older generation, like they don't even believe in depression. I remember I told my grandma, it was like, this had to be like maybe a month and a half ago. And like all my family members were calling me. I just was not answering. And I told my mom, I said, I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like talking to y'all. I love my family.
She ain't mean it.
When I finally kind of came out that state, I called everyone. And like
I'm good now, y'all.
My grandparents were just acting like they was talking to Jesus. They was just like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And then my grandma was like, you can't be sad. Young people can't be sad. That's for old people. And I was just like, I'm so glad.
We're living in worse times than y'all.
I was like, I'm so glad I didn't call you when I was sad because that would have really threw me. That would have really threw me. Like, no. But I think that's a huge misconception about depression is like, it doesn't exist or it's a choice. No, like you said, depression is like a state that you almost can't, like you physically can't get yourself up out of.
Have y'all ever seen Get Out? They stirring the tea and she's trying to put, the gentleman in like a hypnosis state. It was this visual where he actually like sunk down in the place, like he was looking at like, I guess what his life was or what his eyes were actually seeing versus where he actually is. I don't want to talk about obviously the dark place. I want to talk about looking at something that you once had and knowing you don't have access to it anymore. That is deep.
I feel like that also goes into like a version of yourself that you once were, but you're not that person anymore.
Exactly.
And like grieving that version of yourself.
What I took from that movie is imprisonment, but like knowing you have access to it and you can't reach it when you want to reach it. It's almost like you're going insane. Like, why can't I reach this place? I see it. I once had it. And when I was dealing with depression, it's like, I know I could be happy. I know I'm supposed to be happy. I'm young and these things, they're not supposed to matter, but they do. How can I get out of this? If I call you and you say you don't want to talk no more, I'm not like, you're getting unfollowed.
But the thing is, I won't answer and say I won't talk no more. I'm just not going to answer. You're just not going to hear from you.
That's fucked up.
That's not fucked up. It's how I cope.
I need to be a part of the Final Four. Recruit me.
It's a duo.
No, period. I would do very petty, immature, insensitive things to the people that I love because I wanted them to experience what I felt. But like I said at the beginning of this episode, I think or for me at least, depression is your emotions having like no barrier. And it was my insecurity speaking, and it was my feelings of being left out. It's like, oh, I know I'm depressed. I told y'all I don't want to hang out, but I see y'all hanging out anyway. I'm going to be mean to you, or I'm going to try and hurt your feelings because I feel like that's that immaturity speaking. I'm very emotional, very sensitive. And when I feel hurt, like I kind of take it way out of context and like try to leverage other emotions to do the petty things that I think my depression wants to do, is make somebody else feel hurt at the end of the day. It's definitely fucked up, but obviously that was in high school. I have never done that before. I would never do that to my friends now, but just speaking for anybody, like sometimes depression looks like you want to be mean to somebody else. Sometimes the depression looks like you want to be, isolated from somebody else. Me, I wanted to be mean to people because you can't help me. So let me show you that I'm a lost cause by hurting you. I definitely wanted them to keep bringing stuff to my door. Like the next day, they brought me hot chips one day, and then they knocked on my door asking if they could come in my room. The next day, my mama told them no. They texted me asking me to invite them out with Aaliyah and my other RP friends and stuff like that. So it was working, but one day I like kind of pushed them way too far. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I relate to that because I do that to people that I like am closest to. Like I feel like
don't do that to me.
That's a natural human thing to do.
Yeah.
Though. Like it's natural to be mean to the people.
To a certain point, like
when you're sad though, it's a natural thing to like push away the people that you're closest to.
But you trying to hurt somebody, or me trying to hurt somebody, you trying to hurt somebody, anyone trying to hurt somebody.
I think that's a little bit on a different level, but I think that
let's talk nervous system regulation. Let's get into it.
So there's certain things that might impact your nervous system differently than what other people are impacted by, and it does like stem from your experiences as a child. So abandonment, avoidance. Also, when it comes to
my father once abandoned me.
Also, when it comes to your nervous system, it's really important to realize that we're animals at the end of the day. So like when it comes to predators and prey, fight or flight, survival, scarcity, all those things, these are things that are meant to protect us. So when you're going through a difficult time, sometimes your body might not know the difference between having anxiety over a test or being chased by a wild bear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're putting yourself through that same amount of stress, fight or flight, versus, an actual survival situation. It's important to remind yourself that you are safe and that you're not gonna get mauled by a bear. It's just a test that's gonna pass or go, or it's just an interview that's gonna happen and it's gonna be over with. So a lot of things that you can do to like regulate your nervous system is things that ground you. So like personally, I love yoga. And even just like grounding sometimes if I'm like really stressed, I'll just literally just sit there and just stop everything and just like touch myself and just breathe in, breathe out. Both feet on the floor so I'm grounded, and then I'll just go about my day.
To regulate your nervous system, I definitely surrender and do the things that you think will cringe you out the most. Like if you gotta write some affirmations, write some affirmations. And a lot of the things that we say sound cliche, like lean on God, work out, go to the gym, take a step back, take a deep breath. But if you haven't tried it in those situations when you're in that fight or flight mode, you can never say that you tried to help yourself if you didn't do the things that you think aren't gonna work, because they do. Definitely matters about consistency. Sometimes when I'm in a sad state, all I see is my dang on self. I'm in my room, like I'm chilling, like
you get caught up in
you
like
know what
just
I'm
your
saying?
mind.
So me seeing you and you, it's like a smile, like, oh, coffee, where is that from? Oh, you have a shopping bag in your car. Oh, that's so happy. Like your wedding ring is so beautiful. Like you pay attention to those things, and it truly, truly is a beautiful thing. And I see that the most like in the different wellness and fitness activities that I do. It's important to also utilize yourself in a like-minded space, for sure. Do not be going out and hanging around people that do things that you don't see yourself doing for the next 5 years. If you don't see yourself doing things for the next 5 years, don't hang out with them. Especially do not hang out with them when you are sad, because that's going to keep you in that state and you're not going to even know you're sad because you're hanging around things that affirm your sadness. Don't do it. No bueno.
The things that it's called your roadmaps to happiness. So like when you think about a roadmap, you think about like how to get to a destination. And so when you think about your happiness, you could think about it as a destination. And every single time you are in those states, you think
really
about
good.
what makes me happiest. And sometimes when we're in those states, it's hard to remember, like, oh, I love to work out. I love to eat healthy. This is what helps me feel better. But doing those things and doing those things consistently will lead you back to your happiness.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week's episode. It is a wrap. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week's episode. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in this long, seeing what we really went through and how we overcame it. Every month here we have a theme, and y'all, it's a wrap on sadness and depression. We did that. We did our big one. Well, I'm Jenna Bhee. No, I'm kidding. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Be honest with me. Tell me what I could do better in this episode. Tell me what you guys want to see. Tell me the different themes, any ideas y'all have. I want to please y'all. I want to make sure that y'all know that I'm here for you and I'm listening to you. I see you. I see you. This is our guest, Amaya. Make sure you guys are following her on all her platforms. They're going to be right here. Don't be playing. Don't be stingy, okay? Follow all 4 of them that I put in the description. I ain't playing. But thank you for coming on my show, friend. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Period. Mental health. Okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this episode. I'm your host, Jenna Bhee, founder of BHT, and I will see you guys in the next season. Peace, love, and applesauce. Bye. Like, you're teasing me. You don't get it? Is that no cute though? Like type shit.
Got it. Okay. So I do that to people that I like am closest to. Like I feel like
Don't do that to me.
That's
Your grandma, I'm like, you told her you ain't want to talk to her. I'm not gonna put that in.
What? Like, don't, if somebody depressed watching that, they're gonna be like,
I'm not gonna put that in there. I swear I'm not. I swear.
brains up. That's a whole
No,
different
social media-
concept in conversation.
Blame social media for her
But
depression.
I think like
yay! Wait, do we?